We're going to discuss duple meter. And last session, we spoke about the time signature when 2 is on top. And when the meter is simple in nature, the 2 will actually tell you what the beats are or how much beats there are in the bar. 1, 2, 1, 2. Simple meter, as we have mentioned several times before, is when that count 1, 2 is divided exactly in half, where there's a feel of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So simple meter is the division of the counts or the beats in half. So the feel of a simple meter that's duple, 1, 2, 1, 2 is do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day. And the note that represents it counts or that fills that count in the case of a 2, 4, which means 2 quarter notes, will be 1 quarter note for the first beat and a quarter note for the second beat. 1, 2. Compound meter, the time signature is written differently. The duple meter, the duple is still held, the 1, 2, 1, 2. But since you have a division of your counts by 3, 1, 2, 3, the time signature actually represents how many notes fit in the bar, the subdivision. So the 6 is the subdivision of your counts. 1, 2, 3, 8 notes. 4, 5, 6, 8 notes. So in compound time, they do not tell you how many beats, but rather how many subdivision of the count there is altogether. So your first beat, when it's duple, will have 3. Your second beat will have 3. Altogether, that's 6. So it's a kind of like more advanced maths that they have. But you still will have that 1, 2 feel. When you're grouping it in count 1, you will have your 3. In this case, it's 6, 8 notes. So you're going to have 3, 8 notes. And in the second count, you'll have 3, 8 notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie. All right, if you want a single note to represent this beat, you have an 8 note and an 8 note. This 8 note can be represented by a quarter note, which we have here. And there you'd see a dot. In our last class, we know the dot is half the value of whatever note it follows. So this in this case will be 2 8 notes. This is 2 8 notes, so the dot is 1 8 note. So altogether that's 2 plus 1, 3 8 notes. So this will represent one count and in compound time, and this will represent the second count in compound time. So in compound, in duple time, you will have a 6 because we actually display on top how many notes is this makes up the subdivision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 twos, 3, and 3 2 times is going to give you the 6. So duple times simple will have a 2 on top representing the beats. 1, 2. Compound duple will have 6 as it counts out all the subdivision of the notes. So I'm going to ordeate the feel of the duple. I'll do this 4 times, followed by the feel of the triple. I'll do this 4 times, and you can compare it. So here are the beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, do day, 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 do buddy, 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 do buddy. So just to recap, simple duple will have two, and the two will represent the beats in the bar. One, two, one, two. So this is simple duple. However, compound duple will have the subdivisions, the total amount of subdivisions. And because it's three, two times, that will be six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Grouping these notes, as we said last week, we group them according to count. So you'll group the two. If you have quarter notes, you're going to do group count one together and count two. And for the compound time, you'll group all the notes that are in group one or beat one together and the notes in beat two all together. So it's in groups of threes. So I will move on to the next slide to demonstrate what I'm saying. Because if you look at this is 6, 8. So we know this is a compound duple because the 6 means there are 6, 8 notes in the bar, and the 6 also tells us it's duple. However, 3, 4 also has the same amount of 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last week I had mentioned when you are drawing your measure lines, um, how do you discern between it being a 6 8 or how do you discern it's 3 4? Because they have the same amount of 8 notes. We know the difference according to the grouping. 6 8 group their counts 1, 2 in groups of threes according to the count 1, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 1, 2, 3. And 3, 4 will group according to their count 1. Now, since this is simple time, your first count will have 2, will hold 2. Your second count will have 2, and then your third count will have 2. So physically on the paper or visually on the paper, if you see the counts are grouped like this, and you're seeing a clear first beat grouping, second beat grouping, third beat grouping, then you know they are going for the simple triple meter where the 3 on top is telling you the beats 1, 2, 3. It also has a different sound. Here we'll have the 1, 2, 1, 2. Do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie. 1, 2, 3. Do they, 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 top. Do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do birdie, do they, do they, do they, do they, do they. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do buddy, do buddy, do buddy, do. So it also has a different feel. The grouping tells the player how to articulate or how to express the feel of the sound. So straight from the duple, we're going into triple meter. And like I said before, triple is when the count is 3. 1, 2, 3. Simple triple, just like in its duple counterpart, is when the counts are subdivided into 2, or the feel is a feel of 2. So 1, 2, 3 subdivided in 2 will be do day, 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 do day. Just like the compound in duple, compound in triple is where the counts are divided and subdivided into three. So here we have the one, two, three. But as you can see below each count, we have three quavers or three eighth notes. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. And unlike its simple meter, the simple triple, the number on top will be 9, which counts out the subdivision of each count. So in the first count, you will have 3. In the second count, you'll have 3. And in the third count, there's also 3, which gives us a tally of 9. So the compound triple, when you see a 9 on top, you are going to think it's triple, compound triple. If you see a 3, it's the beats, and automatically you know, well, 3 means triple. The feel of the triple is in half the simple 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day. And the compound triple will be 1, 2, 3. Do betty, 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 do. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do betty, do betty, do betty, do betty, do betty, do betty. The note to represent one count in a 3/4 time will be one quarter note for one quarter note for two, one quarter note for three. Just like in the duple time, you'd see the note that represents or that can fit 3/8 notes will be the dotted quarter note. So this is what will represent one beat, two beats will be a dotted quarter note, three dotted quarter note. All right, so you'd notice at the end I have also 9/8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the reason why I put this here is to make mention that a song is only considered compound if you have this distinct 3 division of its beats. Here, according to the grouping of it, there's a mixture of duple 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do they, do they, do baddy, do they, do they, do they, do baddy, do they, do they, do they, do baddy, do they. Dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun dun. When there's a mixture of duple and triple in your measure or bar, that is called an irregular time, or what we also call odd time. So if the division of your 9/8, you look at the music and it's grouped, clearly grouped in its threes, then you're going to refer to it as a compound. However, if you see there's a mixed grouping like this, where there's compound, duple, and triple, then it's an odd time or irregular meter. The quadruple meter follows the same rules as the duple and triple before. The only difference is quadruple means you count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The counts, if you have 4 quarter notes per bar, then each count will be a quarter note because it's 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. The simple means that your 1 is divided into 2, your 2 into 2. Your third beat is going to be 2 counts, and your fourth will be 2 counts. So you will have that 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, day, do, sorry, do, day, do, day, do, day, do, day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, day, 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 do, day. All right. So that's the feel of your 4. And if you have it in compound, the compound is going to divide your counts 1, 2, 3, and 4 into 3. 4 groups of threes is going to give you 12. And like we said before, the compound meter actually puts the subdivision of your counts, the sum of the subdivision of your counts on top for its times signature, and it will have 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, do betty, 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 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, and then do day, do day, do day, do day. This is in 2. Do day, simple feel. Do day, do day, do day, do day, do day, do. Doobadee, 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 doobadee. All right, so it's just an extension of the information from before. So just to recap, if you have duple, your duple simple gonna be 2, 4. Your compound duple is gonna be 6, 8. Your triple, simple triple is gonna be 3 on top. Your compound triple will be 9 on top. Your simple quadruple will be 4 on top. Your compound quadruple will be 12 on top.